Aren't you getting tired of this? Would you like some assistance to get your class under control? Presenting the Easy Manage Toolbox. It contains a few simple tools to assist a teacher with classroom management. Let's see what is inside. Establish classroom rules. For example, listen and follow directions. Raise your hand before speaking or leaving your seat. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Respect your classmates and your teacher. Use a structured classroom. For example, physical arrangement of the classroom related to space, noise, lighting and temperature. Children can move but in their own limit or a personal space. Teachers can use a colored tape to define the moving around borders. Give commands correctly. The commands need to be concise and specific. 10 words or less. It is more efficient to use do rather than don't. So instead of saying do not disturb, say keep working on your task. Here are some bad examples from real life.
You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not lie.
Use start commands rather than stop. For example, start reading your text instead of stop talking. Continue with the next question instead of stop disturbing others if you are done. Add praise when complying. This way the commands will be more accepted. The compliance levels in such cases are much higher. Self-monitoring. Students need constant feedback on their behavior. As teachers cannot record all behaviors of all students in any given class at all times, students can use self-monitor forms and record their own behavior. If a student is disturbing frequently, the teacher might ask him to monitor himself using a form. Red zones can be helpful. For example, not more than 5 chatting disturbances in a lesson are permitted. The form will be used as a score sheet at the end of the class, week, month or period. It allows the student and the teacher to see how the student is doing, where can he improve and where has he already improved. If there are improvements, there can be prizes given. Help students remain on track through the lesson by visually prompting them on their progress during the lesson. For example, when independent work is taking place in the class, the teacher will roam around the classroom among the students. The teacher marks in colored pen where the student reached so far. The next time the teacher comes over, both can see what progress was done since the last checkup. It is very visual in assisting the student to easily monitor the progress. If a student repeatedly asks for assistance, reassurance, or reinforcement from the teacher, it is disturbing. It requires a delicate balance between providing attention to all the students and helping all develop their independence without frustrating them or causing them to be insecure. Reinforcement will be available only for a limited time during the lesson. For example, 10 minutes for every 30 minutes of a lesson. So students will need to start being independent, or use their peers for assistance. The student has X amount of times allowed to ask for the teacher's assistance during a lesson. The remaining amount that was not used will be added to the other not used instances from the other lessons. Eventually a reward will be given, according to the amount of unused assistance requests. The teacher will supply a list of problem-solving ideas. For example, ask a friend. Use a dictionary. How did you solve the problem last time? Sometimes teachers need to put a student on hold when the class is in transition, like beginning of class, transition from one subject to a new one, or moving from one task to another. There are students that will become agitated. A good option to solve this is to send the student for a task, giving him time to calm down, even before the escalated behavior started. The teacher should use a positive way to send for the task. Be a good help and bring me the class log. I forgot it. The teacher can use a predefined dummy task, coordinated with the school administrator. For example, sending the student with a sealed note saying, "Hold the student for 5 minutes." Then send him back with a red marker.
Here is a summary of the rules.
Set limits and rules correctly.
Give short, concise and positive commands. Let the students use self-monitoring forms. Use visual prompting. Encourage students' independence. Allow chill-out time.